scuttlebutt of the day today. You heard me talk about all last week and yesterday, the day before, about this little girl, Justina Pelletier, who got a death sentence because her parents dared to get a second opinion to make sure that their daughter got all the medical attention that they could possibly find for her. What horrible parents these people are. Don't you think? I mean, these people are absolutely horrible. They shouldn't have given the death sentence to this little girl. They should have done it to the parents. I mean, what kind of parents are going to go out of their way to make sure that their little daughter gets all the medical attention that that they can find for her? I mean, come on. What kind of creeps are these parents? That was very sarcastic in case you just tuned in and didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Well, let me tell you something, Justine. I haven't forgotten you, girl. I told you I was going to do everything I can. Everything that I can. I don't know what I can do, but I do have a meeting today immediately following after this program. I got a tea party coming here to the studio. They're good friends of mine. CSA, Conservative Society for Action. Look them up, CSA-1776.org. They're here on Long Island. Look them up. They're coming here today. We're going to talk about actually a bunch of other things. That's why the meeting is actually scheduled for other things. But yeah, let me tell you something. Justina Pelletier is going to be part of this discussion because I'm going to make damn sure. I'm going to try to find anybody I possibly can, and I'm calling on everybody all across the United States. If you can get anywhere near this hospital, and I've got the address, and I've got exactly what you need to do. I've got the phone numbers. I got a fax machine. I even got the goddamn Twitter account. I want you to harass these people. Get down there if you can. Hold up signs. Do whatever you can. Make a bunch of noise. Demand her immediate, unconditional release to her parents. Let her parents decide who's going to get her. Instead of the courts? And you're going to sit here and tell me, Mr. Obama, there's no death panels. Really? What is this? How is this not a death panel? What, are you kidding me? Bureaucrats deciding who gets medical attention and who doesn't? And you're going to keep this little girl from seeing her parents? The parents get a chance to see this little girl maybe once a week for an hour. And, of course, heavily supervised. Imagine that. Your own daughter. Your own flesh and blood that you created. You can't see because of a bureaucrat. Didn't like the fact that you didn't smile enough at him. Well, if you can get down, let me give you the name. First of all, it's Wayside, W-A-Y-S-I-D-E, Wayside Youth and Family Support Network Facility in Framingham, Massachusetts. The address, get a pencil, get a piece of paper. 1, the number 1, Frederick Abbott Way. Frederick Abbott. A-B-B-O-T-T. Frederick Abbott Way. 1 Frederick Abbott Way in Framingham, Massachusetts. The zip code 01701. Their telephone number. Call them up. Harass them. 508-879-9800. That's 508-879-9800. Their fax machine. I didn't think fax machines were still in use, but if you've got a fax machine and you want to use it, here's the number, 508-51348. That's 508-875-1348. Or if you want to go on that stupid Twitter, send them a tweet. It's follow at Wayside Youth Org. All one word. Wayside Youth Org. Follow at Wayside Youth Org. Now, when this group comes in here, I'm going to see what I can do, see if we can organize a whole bunch of people, get as many people as we can down to this facility. Get in the parking lot wherever we can. How we can do this, I don't know. This kind of stuff is way over my head, but I'm certainly not afraid to swim in deep waters. I'm not afraid of the sharks. I'm not afraid of jellyfish. I'm not afraid to swim in deep water. Plain and simple. I'm not afraid of this. Not afraid at all. Do I really know what I'm doing? No, I've never done this crap before. I've never had to. But I'm a pretty quick learner. And I'm going to do every goddamn thing I can for this girl. This is ridiculous. And I'm just asking anybody out there to do what they can. I'm doing what I can. You need to do what you can. And it doesn't matter how small or how big it is. Anything that you do is going to help. Sometimes the smallest things end up actually being the biggest things. Remember that. So if you're anywhere near Framingham, Massachusetts, or if you can get to Framingham, Massachusetts, get down there. Stay there all day, every single day, until this girl gets her unconditional release back to her parents. There is no excuse why this girl is literally whittling away in a room by herself. She doesn't get any visitors, not allowed to get any visitors. They're not doing any blood tests for her. They're not doing any tests. This girl is just sitting there in a room waiting for her to die. The judge, why you would do this, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's the matter with you, Mr. Johnston. You're not a judge. You're a creep. And whoever this intern is, you've got an attitude problem, mister, or miss, whatever the hell you are. You need to think about that. Just think for 1 second if that happened to your kid. What would you do? I tell you right now, I'd probably be in jail for assault. I can tell you that right now. There is no way that I would be that calm, cool, and collected as this parent is. I don't know how he's doing it. Maybe he's in shock. I think that's probably what it is. I think their family's just in absolute shock and can't believe this. But I would be irate. I know for a fact I'd be in jail right now on assault charges. I can tell you that right now. But this is our little sister here. This isn't just somebody off the street. This is one of our sisters, man. We take care of each other in this country. We're Americans. We don't care what their color is. We don't care what the size of them are. We don't care if they're pretty. We don't care if they're ugly. We don't care if they smell. They're our brothers. They're our sisters. We are one big, giant family. There's only one group in this country, and that's the American group. You don't like it? Leave, because we don't like you. So if you can get down there, if you can organize your own little group, anything you can do down there to protest that this girl gets her unconditional release will be a great help. I'm trying to do what I can on this end, on my end. I know I'm probably about, 5-6 hours away from her. It's going to be kind of hard. I got a truck. I got this. I got that. I got stuff that, that we can do. I can broadcast live. I can do a live feed over YouTube with cameras and everything. How I'm going to be able to do this, I don't know. I don't even have any real money to do it, but I'm going to do anything that I can. If there's a possibility of any kind of way to do anything, I'm going to do it. I'm telling you, Justina, I have not forgotten you, girl. I don't know what I can. I'm going to promise you. I can't promise you success, but I can definitely promise you I'm going to do everything in my little power that I have. Whatever power I have, I'm going to give to you, girl, because there's no excuse why you got this death sentence. Absolutely no excuse. So if you can, get down there. 1 Frederick Abbott Way, Framingham, Massachusetts.